Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's 9 p.m. and it's time for Wave the Exploding Show. And you might have noticed, if you're a regular, all my lighting's knackered. That's because I left it at the movie shoot. Yay! So I'm streaming on the power of bulbs alone. Subscribed to one tier. What was that? Yeah. Hang on, let me just go back again. Ponder PRG at tier 1. Wow, you've subscribed for 53 months. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Ponder. It means an awful lot to me. It means an awful lot to me that all of you are turning up, including Oxdav3, who was one of our first-time chatters. You get a big round of applause. Good to see you. Great to have you with us. Welcome to the friendliest chat on the interweb. Hello if you're watching on Instagram. Big up to Instagram. Chat away on Instagram. I can see you. I just have to switch to a different part of my screen. In fact, I'll demonstrate it by going, yo, into Instagram. Matt Barber Baldwin is there. Forgotten World Shop has just joined us on Instagram. Skate till you puke. That's a great philosophy to follow for life. Good evening, Matt. I can see now that you're actually chatting. Edmonds 101 and everyone else on the Insta web. And big shout out to Twitch. Love my titch. Love my titch massive. Everyone on Twitch, I'm just going to say yo to you. So big up. W's in chat. And we've also got a whole bunch of people, if I go to my aggregated chat, who should be joining us on YouTube. And also on X. X is a really popular platform for this show, which, as you're probably gathering, is multi-streamed. And did I say Facebook? Facebook as well. Yo! James Cooper! Love you, man. Spending 10 days in your beautiful city with your good self and your amazing students on probably the most incredible project I think I can ever remember having done. The making of the movie that was born on this here stream. Well, the previous iteration of it with the amazing Bex, of course, aka Trista Bites. Was an amazing experience, Graham. Thank you so much. Prof Giles, yeah. Breaking Bad. Right, cool. Yeah, Breaking Bad vibes tonight in the house. Yeah, wasn't it great, Graham? It was brilliant. So, yeah, welcome to Wave the Exploding Show, where we talk about all things, what did we call it? Nouveau Retro. I think that was one of the phrases that we came up with. We're going to go with one of the tunes from my UK Garage playlist. All the music on this show is provided by Epidemic Sound. I'm not sponsored by them. I pay for them. I queue up like everyone else. And I pay my fee every month so I can use a license fee music. But I'm just recommending it to you because it's cool. You might like the music. I've never shared the playlists, actually, have I? I've never shared the playlists. I should do that. We've also got some music that I've created, which we might play during the quiz. That you can find on SoundCloud. And one of my regulars, I'm sure, will be kind enough to put it on SoundCloud. Give you the link. Yeah, what can I say? Sorry about the colours or the lack of colours. It's because my studio lights are in a box somewhere along with every console I own, every game I own, every gadget, anything retro from CRT TVs to personal video monitors, those lovely Sony machines, and God knows everything that I've got we used in the movie, and we used it to make a bunch of incredible scenes happen. And yes, I can say I'm going to show you some pictures from the shoot, exclusive to this stream. You look all right, middle-aged gamer guy. How you doing, brother? Hey, can't wait to talk to you about coming to your amazing event in August, is it? Let me know. And yeah, let us know in chat actually when it is, because we can book some tickets, because we've got an exclusive opportunity for me to share what will be, because obviously I haven't even looked at the footage yet, the first sort of tentative steps into editing it together, which is going to be really exciting. Middle-aged gamer guy, let us know in chat what when your event is, where it is, all that sort of key information. Yeah, and James Cooper, you're saying exclusive behind-the-scenes hype? Yes, the behind-the-scenes stuff as Skewy. How you doing, Skewy? It's so cool now. We're mates. Oh, and your lovely daughter. Huge shout-out to her. Prof Giles, so disappointed that I wasn't able to get to the movie shoot. It was only a 10-minute drive away. Oh, man. But you were in Norway. There's nothing sad about being in Norway. I bet you had a really, really good time. Absolutely superb. Let me just head over to Instagram and say hi to Popsley. Popsley, is that right? Tom Swales, Little Shot, Joshua Williamson, Plump Rocker. I know a few Plump Rockers. Indie Pool in Instagram. There's a picture of you coming up in a minute. What I'm going to do is, while I'm on the subject, I wasn't organised enough to pull the images in, so I'm just going to grab the images from a WeTransfer that I just sent myself. Right. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to pull some images in, and I should be able to show you just a little brief snippet of some of the pickies from the movie shoot. It's great to be here. If you're new, welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. We meet here every Sunday, 9 p.m, just like Oxtav is a new first-time chat. So if you're new, come and say hello, and I can say hello back. Let me just scroll down the chat in Twitch, which I've got on my super-duper, what do you call it, head-up display? No, it's auto cue, isn't it? Trista Bites, John. No, she's not back on the scene as such. I just mentioned a big shout-out to Bex, who I had a lovely chat with a few days before I went to do the shoot, because I felt she was very much part of the growth of that whole sort of creative period, and I did invite her to come to the set. She couldn't make it, but I'm sure she'll come over to the premiere, which I'm hoping to do. Well, it all depends when we get the first edit done, doesn't it? When we get something that's decent done, but I'm hoping it's going to be maybe before Christmas. Okay, Middle-Aged Gamer Guys just told us it's timelessgaming.co.uk, so that's the URL for his event. You need a VIP ticket or a creator pass to come to, the Jason evening, that's me if you're new, on the 12th of August between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. But the main event starts on the 13th of August, right? And is it up in Liverpool? Am I right? Was it in Liverpool? And it's going to be an amazing event. Timeless Gaming last year was incredible. I did a big push on the movie. I don't think we'd Kickstarter funded then, had we? We were starting to fund, so it was very important that people got wind of it and helped us to fund the movie, which now we've only gone and shot. Right, let me just... oh man, my brain's lagging. I'm just going to have to go into here, see if I can find it. Hang on. I'm just going to bring an image folder so that you can all see it. Just give me 2 seconds. Add that. Okay, we'll call it something meaningless. Right, I'm thinking... Let's see if this works. I'm taking a shortcut. It's so good to be back in the chair. It really is. I love it. No, it's not there. Okay, I'm being lazy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my folder and I'm going to create a folder full of cool images. There we go. There we go. Right. Okay. I'm going to extract these bad boys. Okay, so if you are new, welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. Yes, I am talking nonsense in an attempt to cover for the fact that I'm creating a folder which I'm going to call XX. That should be easy to find, shouldn't it? There we go. Extract all those there, and then I'll pull them into the show, and then we'll all be able to share in the glorious visuals of this incredible movie, which a whole bunch of you in chat were actually part of. The community came together, didn't it, guys? It really did come together, and we all worked together to create the movie that was born in this show. There we go, some massive pictures. They're enormous. We'll just bring those, make them a bit smaller. Hang on 1 second. There you go. Okay, cool. Can you see those guys? Are they all right? I put them in the center just because our Instagrammers, some of them at least, view this show in vertical format. So I think it's only fair that we all have an equal opportunity to see them. I'll bomb over to Instagram. I'm talking about you, Indie Pool, John Callow, the perks of being Kel. The perks of being Kel. That's a lovely positive thing to say. There's Mark Felgate, my co-writer, and there's our brilliant cast. They deserve a round of applause. The characters played by the cast. Some of you will now be going, "Oh my God, Otis from the Gadget Show is in the movie." You better believe it, and he is absolutely so cool. Supersonic Jim, he's so cool in it, man. Really good. Hi, Sarah. Great to see you, my darling. Thanks for your lovely comments recently on social media and in Discord. Hope you're well. So, there's our one of our. Well, I suppose she's kind of our lead actress in a way because she's certainly got the largest female role in the movie. This is a very good old friend of mine called Jim. Believe it or not, 65 years ago, Jim was in his first ever movie. He showed me the pictures of it. He said it was almost to the day that he was in another movie 65 years ago. He's now in his 80s. He was also in The Da Vinci Code, which was made in Lincoln Cathedral. And he plays a great character in our movie. I think some of the images that I've taken aren't coming through, so you're just getting a brief selection because the way that this software works is sometimes when these images are of a different format, it doesn't like them. That's the streaming area of Marsha, who in the movie is a streamer. This is one of the props that I made. I didn't want to give you too much away, so it's a fuse box. All right, we'll just put that out there that I had to manufacture. In fact, we were all there, all of us geeks, the Geek Squad, as I called them. That was the super geeky, techie crowd that helped me to make the props and to solve some of the problems that we had. We had problems every 5 or 10 minutes. Tall man with glasses, great to see you. Hey, how you doing, Stuart? Talking about Geek Squad, Stuart was amazing. I've worked with Stuart for many years. That's my best mate from school, Barry. He came and he played a couple of characters, which was rather good. It was just a real kind of family affair, a real community affair. We had loads of fun. We had no fallouts. Nothing really went terribly wrong. Nothing really went terribly wrong. We had a few issues, but nothing major. We made huge amounts of food, great big bowls of pasta and, all kinds of salads and sandwiches and bacon sarnies. And at one point we had over 100 people in the environment where we were filming, which was a great big expo centre. Oh, and huge shout out to Andy from Play Expo and all the Play Expo team who very, very generously donated. There's Russ, one of our helpers in the background of that shot there. These are our student team who were doing sound. That was amazing. Loads and loads of students from the University of Lincoln. Big shout out to Jan Cooper, Mikey, who also looked after them. Yeah, it was absolutely, it was incredible experience. So, I mentioned Tall Man with Glasses, actually. I'll just put some more music on. Tall Man with Glasses, along with my daughter, helped to produce some amazing artwork for the riot scenes. I haven't shared any of the pictures of the riot scenes with you yet because I don't want to show you absolutely everything. You know what I mean? I want to keep some things back, but I'm not sure if you can see this. But if you recall, I'll try and move it to the left-hand side. You should better see it. There you go. This is the logo for the movie, and the logo for the movie is taken from the signs that the members of the resistance, the people on the streets, the protesters, the rioters use to make themselves heard. We wanted it to be quite cool, some of this stuff to be both revolutionary but also cool, so that the people that were buying via Kickstarter the artwork and some of the assets and props would receive something that they really liked and they could maybe put on their wall, and this is an example of it. I designed all these stickers as well as the logo myself, and then people like my daughter and Tall Man with Glasses then added the graffiti street art assets. You can see there's loads of different ones here. This is another one. It's quite cool, isn't it? It's got the kind of Keith Haring or the sort of Banksy Keith Haring dog on it. Some great stickers there. People have bought the sticker pack, actually. I should put it on there, but I'll probably start pressing buttons. Oh yeah, here's a nice one. You'll like this, with my calculator sticker on it. Do you like that? Hey, I thought you'd like that. We'll whack that on there. Look, hang on, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, honk if you're human. You've probably seen these before. People, not programs. Look, what else have we got? Oh yeah, that's my tag from the 80s when I used to tag up around the walls of Lincolnshire. That was my tag, so I thought I'd whack that on there. There's an anarchy sign there. Look, save our jobs. 404 human not found. Loads of other cool things. If you've just joined, welcome to. It's the wrong sting. Welcome to Way of the Exploding Show, which we're talking about a movie which you can find out all about there, which we've just made. We're talking about how we made it, what we did last week, how much fun it was. Be careful with these because we've been very keen to keep these nice and there's the URL, CTRL control AI delete.net. You can go there. You can still, I think you can still buy a few things. I'm not sure if you can buy this artwork, but you can buy other stuff. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Look, F the Popo. That was a suggestion from someone on the team. In fact, the rioter, whoever it was, because several people paid to be in the riot, they paid and therefore helped the funding of the film. They asked to have the sign that they used, right? And this is one of them. I can't remember the chap's name, but he contacted me by email. But don't worry, if you're watching, well, if you're watching, let us know in chat. But I got your email, and you'll definitely get that. There's an Eat the Rich sticker that I designed as well. Yeah, it's another one. People, not programs again. And what's the last one? Yeah, you've seen them. You get the idea. Choose human. Yeah, so there you go. That's the artwork from the movie. Marvellous stuff. We love that. Well done to Tall Man with Glasses. And Marnie, if you're watching, I'll just pop over to Instagram. Marnie often watches on Instagram. Jay Murphy, is that you? Is that... oh, no, maybe I'm getting mixed up with someone else. Southwest Mart. Stretch 2507. And Adam. Oh, and Jeffrey Fowler. Hi, Jeffrey. We're just going through some of the cool stuff from the movie, which we shot last week, Jeffrey. Would you believe? Give me 2 seconds, guys, because I want to be really careful with this artwork. Well, it's got a new follower. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So, yes, it was an incredible 10 days full of retro arcade machines. In fact, I can show you the arcade machine because I had it from last week, didn't I? There it is. There is the beautiful Star Dash machine. Which is, you know, it was amazing, and it was set up right next. I think Missile Command was next to it, and we had, you know, Gallagher and Galaxians, I think it was, and loads of other amazing machines in this mock-up of the sort of event that many of you will have been to. You know, the sort of Play Expo events, timeless gaming events, that sort of thing. So good. Nice to see you, Tall Man with Glasses. Big shout out to you, man. Oh, it was an honour, says Tall Man with Glasses, and a pleasure to be able to support this great project. Well, mate, the honour was all mine. It's absolutely brilliant. Good stuff. Right, okay, so let's get back to the normal stuff, as if, you know, the small matter. You just move on from such a ginormously impactful event in all of the lives of the people that took part in it. But we need to move on. Yeah, it was good, wasn't it, Tiny Devil? Hey, Ken, how you doing, man? Woo! Big shout out. My God, mate. You are just an amazing individual. I've very rarely worked with anyone with your skill set. I mean, oh my God. Is there a code or computer-based problem you cannot solve? I do not think there is. I'm so fortunate to work with so many of you lovely, lovely people. Okay, so what have we got? Other elements of news this week, just a few bits and pieces. I thought this was interesting. Now, I might turn the music down because there might be some sound. Let me know if there's sound on this. I'm not sure. If there is, it'll be pretty loud. Let's have a quick look. There. So I got this via my Discord. If someone would be kind enough to put it into the Discord, that would be absolutely brilliant. I need to find the web page where we talk about it. Yeah. So the dev behind Alan Wake and Max Payne, or at least one of the games in each of those franchises, called I'm going to mercilessly ruin this name. Mikko Huvinen is creating a Space Harrier style shooter for the Vectrex. How random is that? One of the lead devs on Alan Wake and Max Payne is making a brand new game that should work on the Vectrex. As you know, I'm a big fan of the Vectrex. I've got one. Is there any sound coming out of that, or is it... I'm hoping that it's muted. Yeah, it's an interesting article on Time Extension. The Vectrex, one of the more unique gaming systems of the early 80s, of course, has the classic vector display and that built-in screen. And we've seen quite a few promising homebrews, it says in the article, for the system. But Finnish developer Mikko Huvinen, who's credited with huge titles such as Quantum Break, Max Payne 2, and Alan Wake, is adding something called Neon Hawk to Vectrex's fine roster of games. And I've given you a sort of brief opportunity to see the graphics there. Isn't that a beautiful thing, isn't it? Looks absolutely fantastic. Who'd have thought the Vectrex was capable of showing such fine graphics? It's just beautiful, isn't it? It's on loop. I'll leave it on loop there. The project was announced last year, and the above footage, so the footage that you're watching on your screen right now, is actually running on a real Vectrex and looks really impressive. Described as a rail shooter inspired by Space Harrier, Neon Hawk is going to be one to watch for all Vectrex fans. Better make sure you have your flash cart in hand. Well, I hope that they sell it. I hope that this incredible developer puts a price on it, because I'll be happy to pay it. It looks absolutely incredible. What do you think about that, Ken? Hey? The only other vector-based game developer that I know in chat right now, Ken. We've got a first-time chat. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Lovely to have you with us. I'll spin over. Ancornado. What an exotic name. Welcome to the friendliest chat on the internet. Love from Bangalore. Well, it's absolutely lovely to have someone from Bangalore. That's great. Let's get some electro in the house. Okay, so that's an interesting story that we've got there. And one other story is, of course, that they have announced, we should have a boo, shouldn't we, for this? They've announced that GTA 6 is coming, but it's not coming as I had hoped and suspected in sort of October or December of 2025. It's now scheduled for May. The 26th of May, I think it is, or is it the 6th of May, 2026? There's a lot of sixes in it, I remember that much. But I am very excited. I'm a big GTA fan. Do we have GTA fans in the house? I've played GTA from my version on the Game Boy. There was a version on the Game Boy. Was it the Game Boy Advance? I've got the cartridge because people can't believe me when I tell them. I played it from back in the day on a Game Boy, and I played most of the versions, including more recently. Well, GTA 3 was where it really blew up, wasn't it? But San Andreas was really, really good. GTA 5 is, of course, amazing. And the online experience is incredible. And all of these things are going to be, I think, clearly a big part of the offering of what will likely be, I think it has the makings of possibly the most successful video game of all time. I don't know about the greatest. That's very subjective, isn't it? Yeah, they've all been great, said Eds. Let's have a look. Derek, I'm not sure the market for Vectrex games is very large, says Derek. Stardash is, of course, a vector-based game. That's what I was referencing on a reference, Ken. Love the GTA, says Oxdav, but don't talk about GTA 4. Yeah, I agree. Which was the futuristic one? Was that GTA 2? When it was set in a kind of cyber future, you know. But yeah, I love it. It's Miami, isn't it, the new one? It's got that lovely... what's the tune that they played in the GTA trailer? The GTA 6 trailer. What is it? Let's have a look. GTA 6 trailer song. What was it? It was a beautiful 80s song. Love is a Long Road. That's right. Love is a Long Road by Tom Petty. What a great tune. If you don't know that, it's a beauty. I absolutely love it. Superb. Okay, here we go. Chat just got to it before the internet. Anyway, marvellous stuff. And there's one more thing that I wanted to try, and I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a go based on the lighting and so on and so forth. But I wanted to show you something. A brand new game that I bought this week. I'm so ill prepared for this. I don't even know if the Steam Deck is going to turn on, because it might not have enough power, because I was playing in my garden, and there we go. Something just flashed up on screen. I'm not sure if I actually completely used up the battery on it, but yeah. So I'm a big fan of, well, let's call them breakout games. So games that emulate Breakout, the classic from the Atari 2600 and back in the day from the arcades. I like games like Pong and Pong variants. I like to get kind of new advanced versions of Pong and mess about with them. And there's a new Breakout game that I came across on Steam, and I absolutely love it. It's got a kind of stressed cathode ray tube kind of filtering on it. It's really, really interesting. Oh, God, look. Extracting package, installing update. Can you believe the luck? Can you believe the luck I've got? It's updating Steam. I just wanted to show you the game. And what I plan to do is I've got like a paddle, like a spinner, that I took off my arcade machine, which is in the front room of the house, because I needed to take the panel apart, drill it, fill it, polish it, sand it, and then put the new livery on to make the Stardash cabinet. All right, so there was a spinner in the middle of that, but to make the I'm not rich enough to buy a second arcade machine just for the movie, so I used my own and I had to change the panel, right? And so I've got this spinner, which I looked for today. I can't actually find it. Like, I can't find anything. All of my consoles, all of my games, my lights, which is why I look so grey today, are all packed away in, about 37 boxes, which I still haven't put out there. It's called Beyond Breakout, so hopefully you can see that. Beyond Breakout, right? I'll just bring it up and we'll try and give it a play. I'll turn the sound up. And it is so good. I'm going to be terrible at playing it upside down, but we'll give it a go. Beyond Breakout, I can't remember how much it was. It wasn't cheap. It was about 7 or 15 quid. It wasn't cheap, but it really is a really nice take on the Breakout sort of subgenre of games. And from a graphics point of view, it's absolutely beautiful. I'll just move the mic so you can hear it. There we go. So what have we got here? We'll go for A. Single player. So you can see I've done various stages. Look, you can see. There we go. Yeah. All right then. This is going to be impossible to play upside down. I can tell you that right now. Let's do it. Right. Let's see what I can. We can play it upside down. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Go. Yeah. I went the wrong way there, didn't I? Down, right. Down. Okay. So it's so cool. There's at least multiple layers here. Because I'm playing it, I'm effectively playing it backwards. So I'm going up is down and down is up. There we go. Up. Oh, I just got to that, didn't I? Oh, I love it. Oh, I messed it up. Anyway, you get the basic idea. It's really cool. It's a beautiful looking game. Look. Stunning game. Look at that. It's just a bit easier to see now. It's not going to work for long, is it? Because I can't play the goddamn thing. Last Ball. And there's multiple versions of the classic Breakout format, which I'm not going to get to show you because I suck playing upside down. But there you go. Good stuff. And we'll let the Steam Deck run out of battery over there. Marvellous. Okay, so there we go. That is the news this week. Just to give you the rundown. A new game for the Vectrex. A bit of GTA 6 action. Oh yeah, we made a movie. There's just that little bit of news. And a brand new Breakout game on Steam. And with that, my lovely friends, I'll have a quick look at chat, but we'll go to the section of the show that I know so many of you are here for, and that's our quiz. We do the best retro quiz on the internet every Sunday here at 9 p.m. And the way that it works is really simple. It's an honesty quiz. So I put up a question and then offer you 4 answers, and it's up to you to try and decide which of the 4 is the correct answer. If you think you know what it is, you don't say A, B, C, or D, or 1, 2, 3, 4. You just write an appropriation of the correct answer into chat. Don't embellish, because some people, a question that might be obvious to you will not be obvious to someone else, right? And then at the end we go back and we have a race to see if anyone can get 10 out of 10. And trust me, some people do, although I'm going to say, I've said this every week, this week the questions are really difficult. So here we go. Question number 1 in this evening's radical Wave the exploding quiz. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so here we go. What does the VIC in the, Commodore VIC-20 stand for? What does the VIC in VIC-20 stand for? Video Integrated Console, Video Interface Chip, Video Input Controller, or Visual Interactive Computer? Not easy. No Googling, no GPTing, just the grey matter, please. What does the VIC in the Commodore VIC-20 name stand for? Did we have a VIC-20? Is that what we used? Can't remember, Ken. Did we have a VIC-20 or was it a Commodore 64? Because they look really similar, don't they? Yeah, Ken now thinking, oh, quite like the idea of developing for the Vectrex. Set you off, doesn't it, dude? Game Boy Color, says iQuail. Yeah, you're talking about the GTA, yeah? Jem Cooper saying, I heard rumours of this from a barber a couple of months ago. Oh, and so the Rockstar folk going there. What, that it wasn't dropping till next year? Yeah, because Rockstar North is based in Lincoln, is that right? Arkanoid, yeah, I'm a big fan of Arkanoid. That's really what I got my spinner for, to play Arkanoid. Breakout Beyond actually started life as an Intellivision Amico exclusive. Did it really? Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Jem Cooper, upside down with a slight delay, yeah. And you guys are nerding out over the font, the typography used for the last ball part of that game. There we go. I'm just catching up with all of your chat questions. Right, okay, so that's question number 1. Question number 2, here we go. What was the first home console to support stereoscopic 3D gaming via active shutter glasses? Was it the NES with 3D adapter? Was it the Sega Master System? Was it the Atari 7800? Or did that happen first on the Vectrex? So stereoscopic 3D via active shutter glasses. On what platform console did that first arrive? I've actually got it and the console in question, so I can tell you from experience. I won't tell you which games I play because that might give it away. Should just quickly say hello to Instamaland. Hello Instagram. Loads of you dropping in. Frank Stay Lorraine is there. Loose Chippins, One Punch Rob, wow. Otis Bridges, Drago Eliza, Chris Standen, Robert Payne is there. Lovely to see you. Hello Jason. Hello Robert Payne. Nice to see you, sir. If you're still there, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Amazing working week. Pleasure to look after you all. Ah, so who is N10KSC? Do you let me know? I'm not sure who you are because your name is rather intriguing. Snowden Neil is there too. Ant has just joined, as has Chris. Big up to Instagram, of course, because this show goes out not just on Twitch, which you kind of, would expect because Twitch is a very popular streaming platform. It also goes out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and X. So it's simultaneously broadcast. Question 3. Which 1982 console launched with Donkey Kong as one of its sort of pack-in games? So you got it in the box. Was it the Atari 2600, ColecoVision, Intellivision, or Commodore 64? Tricky question. Tricky question. But famously it came with that game, and the most popular launch of this particular console was the pack-in version with this particular game bundled. But which one was it? I'm sorry, Donkey Kong, but which console? Atari 2600, ColecoVision, Intellivision, or Commodore 64? Question number 3. Right, question number 4 in tonight's Wave the Exploding Quiz. Welcome if you just joined. you're just in time. You can kind of just jump in if you want. And Arnold, right, this is a kind of play on words, so think very, very carefully. This is a deviously difficult question, purposely so. So I make no apology for this one. An Arnold Schwarzenegger character relates to which movie? Right? The Matrix, Goonies, Top Gun, or Tremors? Now, don't say in chat if this makes sense to you. An Arnold Schwarzenegger character relates to which movie? The Matrix, Goonies, Top Gun, or Tremors? What do you think? Okay. Question number 5 now. Which 80s or 90s action movie is a clear indictment of television? Another deeper question. So not a simple, ABCD, this one. More a sort of opinion piece, this one. How would you describe Rambo? Is that an indictment of television? The Running Man, could that be? How about The Matrix, or even Escape from New York? I've said 80s, 90s. I think isn't Escape from New York a 70s film? Let's have a look. '81. Okay, cool. Okay. Just checking the time. I think we're okay. I've got to finish at 10 tonight because I'm going to pick up my daughter. You'll be pleased to know. So we're going to move on swiftly. In The Running Man, which was made in 1987, is that? What is the name of the deadly TV show hosted by Richard Dawson? Hang on a second. Sorry. What's the name of the deadly TV show host played by Richard Dawson? So there is a character who's seminal to the TV part of that film's narrative, played by an actor called Richard Dawson. But what's the name of the TV personality, the fictional character? Is it Henry Justice? Is it Dick Blaze? Is it Damon Killian? Or is it Johnny Diamond? I'll just say, I said at the beginning of this quiz that this week it was hard. And it is a hard quiz because we keep getting 10 out of 10ers. And that just tells me that we need to try a little bit harder with the questions. Okay, so question number 7 now. So this is, we'll call it a tagline from, a DVD, a VHS cover or a poster. You have the right to remain silent forever. Does that sound like it belongs to Maniac Cop, The Executioner, Cobra, or Judge Dredd? Just poured tea down myself. Question number 7 in our quiz. Welcome to those of us who've just joined. You're watching Wave the Exploding Show, where we cover nouveau retro topics. So anything roughly related to the 80s or 90s, whether it be from that era or whether it be a more modern take on something or a contemporary idea based in that era. Hello to Fafner. How you doing? Was that Fafner? I think it was. I love the fact that now the software, the multi-streaming software that I use that enables me to go out to X, where Ed is, or YouTube, where Janet is. How you doing, you guys? Twitch, where Skewy, Middle-Aged Gamer Guy, Tiny Devil Games, Prof Giles, John, so many others are. Instagram as well, where I can say hello to Loving the Prone Life, Edward Jokara, Robert Payne, who's still there, joining in with the quiz. Good to see that, Robert. Haspix and Charlie, and indeed Facebook. All of those simultaneously, this software allows me to go to. And now it seems like it's also doing the updates, which is rather nice, from Twitch. Now we've done question 7. Yes, we have. We're on to question number 8 now. In 1982, there was a song, and it had only 2 words for lyrics. So a 1982 song with just 2 words for lyrics. Am I talking about Hard Times by Human League? Am I talking about Blue Monday by New Order? Does that sound like Don't Go by Yazoo? Or possibly Space Age by A Flock of Seagulls? Nice synth on this tune. Hard question, isn't it? Question number 9. Another music-related one. It's part of a lyric, but a very seminal lyric. 68 Guns Our Battle Cry. Was that shouted or sung by The Cure, by The Alarm, by Tenpole Tudor, the sort of post-punk band, or The Cult? Does that sound like a lyric from The Cure, The Alarm, Tenpole Tudor, or The Cult? Oh, yeah. Hello, Fate Axel. Nice to see a new follower just joining. Big shout out. Welcome to the party. You're watching Way of the Exploding Show on Sunday night, which hasn't been on the airwaves for 2 weeks. I've had 2 weeks off. I've got a good excuse. I was making a movie. What I'll try and do. Turn my Steam Deck off. What I'll try and do is get across the. There you go. Get across the stills. Get organised with all of the stills of photography that I took during the 10 days of our movie shoot. So that for the next couple of weeks at least, I can show you some different pictures each week. It's difficult though because I don't want to give too much away, because I want you to be able to enjoy the film, because many of you in chat will have bought it. If you haven't bought it, and this isn't meant to be a big plug, but it's pertinent based on what I'm talking about, you can buy it here from my hand there. Control AI Delete, CTRL, like on the keyboard, AI Delete.net. Go along there, click on any of the Kickstarter buttons, and you'll see the Kickstarter where you can still buy a digital download or a Blu-ray or a couple of other things. If you want to still be part of the amazing independent movie that we made over the last couple of weeks. Final question tonight in our Way of the Exploding quiz. What UK TV show did Edward Tenpole Tudor host? Was he a host of The Crystal Maze? Did he host Nightmare? Maybe Cyberzone or Fort Boyard? Which one of those did punk frontman Tenpole Tudor, Edward Tenpole Tudor, host? Oh, spell check. Is that me, is it? Have I spelled something wrong? Oh, Jan Cooper's got over 100 pictures. That's good. We'll have to send them over. We should start a huge, great big kind of, picture file in the cloud or something like that. Marvellous stuff. Okay, there we go. So that's 10 questions. Well done, everybody. In tonight's Way of the Exploding quiz. We've got 14 minutes to get through the answers, because I must leave at 10. And, so here we go. And the way that it works is I go back to question 1, I'll read out the correct answer, and then you sound off 1/1 if you got 1 right out of 1. Or Susie Perry just sent me a message. Let's have a look. What's it say? Oh, she's responding to if you like. So if you can answer this, you're OG, which of course was the tagline for this evening's show. So she's just liking that, and it comes up on my watch. There you go. Big up to Susie. For those of you who don't know who I am or who she is, then we used to host a TV show together. But most people in chat know Susie, don't you guys and girls? So big up to Susie. Yes, it was hard this week, Quail, wasn't it? It wasn't easy at all. Yeah. Suze is a legend, says Supersonic Jin. Middle-aged gamer guy UK says, I know I've got 2 right. So I'm sure you've done better than me. Well, let's find out. The answer to question number 1. Have I left 10 up? Question number 1 was, what does the VIC in Commodore VIC-20 stand for? Well, I'm going to have to double check this because it's been a while since I put the questions together. I don't want to get this wrong, but I think it's video interface chip. But we'll have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. What does VIC in VIC-20 stand for? Video interface chip. If you got that right, give yourself a 1/1. A 1/1 if you got that right. I want to see it in chat. There we go. 1 for Tiny Devil Games. 0 for Middle-aged Gamer Guy. Skewy got 1. Quail didn't quite make it though. Ponder, who's got 2 Vic 20s, got it right, but that's a good job. Prof Giles gets 1. Ed, well done. Over on X, gets 1. Epic stuff, well done. Derek gets it 2. Oh, Rob's with us from YouTube. Hi, Rob. Simon Reed, yeah, I got 1 too. And Janet, got lots of 1s coming at us from YouTube. Right, we're going to move straight on to question number 2. What was the first home console to support stereoscopic 3D gaming via active shutter glasses? And the answer to that, and I know this because I've got it with the glasses, is the Sega Master System. Well done if you got that right. Well done if you got that right. Marvellous stuff. Sega Master System. I'm just going to double check that. There you go, yeah, that's it. They're the glasses that I've got. I've actually got, let's have a look. It's a game I've got. Yeah, I've got Outrun. I wanted to double check that I wasn't imagining it. I've got Outrun 3D on the Master System. And, well, Ed's didn't get that one right. Rob did. Tiny Devil Games, Ken got it. Thank you, Rob, for your kind comments. We'll move on and we'll do a quick sound off on the scores. Which 1982 console launched with Donkey Kong? Well, the answer to that, it was packed in, is, believe it or not, this is a tricky one, it's ColecoVision. The ColecoVision launched with Donkey Kong, did a licensing deal, which is very, very unusual in those days, and they got it through. So let me see out of 3. If you got it right out of 3, I want to hear your name. Let's have a look. Tiny Devil Games gets 3 out of 3. Skewy gets 1. 0 out of 3 for Middle Aged Gamer Guy. I thought he was going to get 2 right. At least Ponder gets 2. 1 out of 3 for Prof Giles and Quail. 2 for Derek. Now, I'm just taken by this question. Quail, yeah. I don't think the Vectrex has 3D glasses. I don't think there's a 3D version. Hardware. I don't think there's a 3D hardware mode, especially because it's a vertical orientated screen, isn't it? So that left and right thing would be very difficult to emulate. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, well done. Well done if you got that right. Right, this is the interesting one. Bit of a play on words here. An Arnold Schwarzenegger character relates to which movie? The Matrix, Goonies, Top Gun, or Tremors? Now, just bear with me. The movie is Commando, and the character that he plays in Commando is John Matrix. So the answer is The Matrix. I told you, I made it really, really clear that it was a tricky, quirky question. So I make no apology for that. Did anyone get it? Oh, look, iQuail realised afterwards. I know it's often the case, isn't it? There is a bit of a pressure to perform on the old quiz. Unless you're Ken from Tiny Devil Games, because he's got an astonishingly impressive 3 out of 4. I don't think we're going to see a 10 out of 10 today for the first time in a long time, which makes me happy because I like to push you. This is like retro university, isn't it? You know, we're all engaged in the act of learning about the coolest stuff from the coolest decades, and it's right that I test, you know, the cohort. Do you know what I mean? That we test each other and we push each other hard. Yes, you got it, Janet. Well done. Simon Reed's got 2 out of 4. 1 for Quail. Janet gets 2 out of 4. Very, very good. Oxtav on 1 out of 4. No, still plenty of time. Thanks, Oxtav. I'm glad you liked the question to score higher. 5th question. Which 80s, 90s action movie is a clear indictment of television? That statement is very, very true of several movies in the 80s, like RoboCop, for example, would come under that sort of definition. But the one of those 4 that's definitely an indictment of television has got to be The Running Man, because The Running Man is, of course, a movie about a TV show where people are killed. It's a TV show about corporal punishment, and it's definitely an indictment about state-run television, about the manipulation of narrative and messaging and control by the television medium, which in the 80s was a bit like social media is today, meaning that it was often criticised and it was very concerning for mainstream media and parents and education and so on and so forth. And that's what the movie's about. The movie, of course, written or based on a book by Stephen King, although not written under his own name. It was written under the name of a nom de plume. There we go. So we'll move on. I'll check your scores in a minute because we've got to get done in 6 minutes. So you need to hustle. In The Running Man, 1987, what is the name of the Deadly TV show's host, played by Richard Dawson? And the answer to that, as many of you got because I saw it coming up in the chat, is Damon Killian. Damon Killian was the arrogant, soulless host of the TV show, who gets confronted by Schwarzenegger's character at one point, but in case you've not seen it, I won't give too much away. But and the conversation that they have is about the nature of television. That's why I felt it was an okay characterization of that movie in that question. So let us know, what did you get out of 6? 5 out of 6 for Tiny Devil Games, 2 for iQuail, 4 for Eds, 4 for Janet and for Derek, 5 for Rob. At the moment we've got Rob's doing rather well. Who loves you and who do you love, says Simon Reed. 4 out of 6. 2 for Middle-Aged Gamer Guy, 3 for Prof Charles. Skewy Cat on 3. Wow. Tall Man with Glasses has just let us know. I think I might have mentioned this in the news actually. You know what, Stuart, a few weeks ago. Thanks for reminding us. Edgar Wright is remaking The Running Man. Fantastic. Well, if ever there was a director to remake it, it's Edgar Wright, because he has a sort of very postmodern approach, doesn't he, to his filmmaking, where he has all these intertextual references. We tried a little bit of that in our script in the movie that we all were involved with, including you, Stuart, last week, but on a much more subtle level. So, you know, there's references in the dialogue, homages to Die Hard and Back to the Future and various video games and things like that. Okay, so where are we? That's question 6. Question number 7. You have the right to remain silent forever. Which movie is that the tagline for? The answer is Maniac Cop. The answer is Maniac Cop. But it could be Judge Dredd, which many of you went for, and that's why I put it in there, because it's my devilishly devious attempts to lead you astray. 5 out of 7 for Ponder, 3 for Middle-Aged Gamer Guy. Skewy gets 3 out of 7. Ponder, 5. 3 for Prof, I've already said that. Egg fried cheese! Ah, great to see you, man. I'm glad you had a good time. It was really nice to meet you. Rob gets 5. 2 for iQuail. 4 for Derek out of 7. Let's see what you can get out of 8 then. Let's have a look. What was question 8? In 1982, there was a song that had only 2 words for lyrics. Only one of those 4 songs has only 2 words. And the answer is, of course, well, the name of the song is actually the 2 words, and it's Hard Times by the Human League. What a great song. Great song. I'm going to listen to that when I go and pick my daughter up in a minute. I'm going to put it on the car. Hard Times. I'll look at your scores in a minute as we move swiftly on to the next one. Question number 9. This lyric, which group does this belong to? 68 Guns, our battle cry. Well, it is, of course, the lyrical battle cry of The Alarm. And I was watching them performing it on Top of the Pops in 1982. This afternoon on YouTube, yeah. How cool is that? 3 out of 9 for Middle-Aged Gamer Guy. Not bad. 4 out of 8. Oh, sorry. 6 out of 9 for Ponder. Have a quick look at Instagram. How you doing, Instagram? Sorry for not showing you much love. Rice Stars. How you doing, man? Yo, Gamer Tag VR. Whoa. Loving your content. Dude, if you're still there, I've been watching many of your YouTube videos. Really interesting. Loving the what was it that what I was watching last week that you did. Anyway, if you're out there, it's great to see you. M. Reist. I thought it was Mr. Beast for a minute. What else have we got? 5 out of 9 for Derek. 5 for Eds. 6 out of 9 for Rob. 4 for Prof. 4 for Skewy. 3 for Quail. 6 for Tiny Devil Games and Ponder. 4 for Simon Reed. Final game question then, sorry. Question number 10. What UK TV show did Edward Tenpole Tudor of the aforementioned Tenpole Tudor group host? The answer, I knew that you'd get this. It wasn't Nightmare, it wasn't Cyberzone, it wasn't Fort Boyard, it was, amazingly, Crystal Maze. Oh, my camera's gone off. Is it rebooting? I don't know what happened there. My camera's gone off. I have no idea why that happened, but I'm still here, and I'm assuming that you can hear me. I'll try and turn it off and on again, because that often works, doesn't it? It may well be the hardware connection. Don't worry about that. But I'm still here, and I can hear you. And I'll prove that I can hear you by saying that Oxdav just said, duh, 2 out of 10 this week. No, you did well. I'm going to give you a round of applause for that. Derek gets 5 out of 10. Rob gets 7 out of 10. 4 gets, Iquel gets 4 out of 10. I'm put off by this camera business. 5 out of 10 for Janet and 5 out of 10 for Simon Reed. So, who has the best score? Says Derek, as they're just referencing. I think Vectrex 3D was before Master System. No, I think possibly the highest score this week is going to go to Rob H. I'm really sorry about the hardware malfunction so that you can't see me, but I know that it doesn't really matter too much. I think, I'm pretty sure. Can you concur that, chat, is Rob H our winner this week? If it is Rob H, huge congratulations. Huge congratulations to all of you who came on the film shoot. I'm really sorry that you can't see me. I do apologise. I should have a still of myself, shouldn't I? Ready for situations like this. But to those of you that came on the film shoot last week, thank you very, very much. It was amazing. Thanks to all of you for joining. Thanks for my subs this evening, for my follows, for the lovely comments. I'll get this camera issue sorted. It's only been on for a minute or so, so we'll let it go before next week. And I'll definitely be back next week. And I'll have my lights. And we'll have lots of fun. But in the meantime, have an amazing week, everyone. And I'll join you next week on Sunday, 9 p.m. for more Way of the Exploding Show. Have a great Sunday night. Ta-ra!